Hello friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you are new to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and today I'm going to be making some faux tea bag embellishments and pockets with all of you. So in a lot of my other projects, I made these faux tea bags because I'm not a tea drinker, but I just think the little tea pouches are so cute. So sometimes I just make these to use as examples in my projects, but you can also just use these as embellishments. You can put them in your junk journals. And so you can see this one here. I just have peppermint tea. This one is pumpkin spice. So I'll show you how to make these. They're super simple. They don't really even need a tutorial, but some of you had asked about it and commented that you like the little faux tea bag. So I thought I would make a video on it. And these are just so much fun to make as well. So I actually went ahead and I made two more little tea bags. This one's just a gingerbread tea. And this one here, I'm just gonna lay down because I put these little like beads on the end of my twine here. So I just wanna show you this cute little tea bag. It has a little to and from label on the front. And this one here is actually open at the top, obviously, as you can see. So this is the little pocket. So inside, I just put this other faux tea bag. And I actually put this little sprinkle mix inside that my friend Laura had sent to me in some happy mail. So you could put like sequin mixes, sprinkle mixes like this. Whoops, they're falling out. I did not close up the top here because if you're making this to give out to your friends or family for happy mail or gifts, and you want the recipient to be able to use the sprinkle mix, they can just take the string off here and then pour it out. But you could always close up the whole entire little baggie here and just have a little shaker as well. So yeah, I just put this little twine through the hole here. And then these are little like clay beads actually, but I just glued the string onto the back of them. So now they're little charms. And I just think it's so cute. So I'll show you how to make both versions. This one here with the little pocket, and then this one, which doesn't really open up unless you tear it open, but I think it's just so stinking cute. So I'll show you how to make both of these, but you can really just use whatever scraps you have. You can use whatever size paper you want. This is actually really great for using up some of your longer scrap strips. So I am going to show you a measurement for these ones today, but again, use whatever you have and make it as big as you want, because maybe you might want a bigger one like this or even bigger. So these ones here, the ones I'm going to make today and give you the measurements for, are 2.5 inches across by about 2 3/4 of an inch tall, just for reference. So let's go ahead and make some faux tea bags. Okay, so the first little strip I have here is going to be 2.5 inches across by 5.5 inches tall. And I'm just choosing a plain solid color today, just so you can see where I'm scoring when we go to score. But for this, I mean, you don't even have to score it. You could just fold it in half like so. But I'm just going to line this up. This is the 5.5 inch side, and I'm just going to score at 2 3/4. So just right here, right down the middle, and I'm just going to fold this in half. And for this one, I'm just going to do the regular old tea bag first. So to make it look like there's actually something inside so that it's not completely flat, I like to just put a piece of scrap paper or something inside of my little pouch. So let's just take this little strip here for example. I'm just going to cut it down a little bit because I don't need all of that, I don't think, but I literally just take a scrap paper and kind of just like accordion fold it I'm not measuring anything at all. I just want to create some more dimension so that it looks like it's an actual tea pouch. But this little piece I just stick right inside, and then I'll close up my 3 edges here. So that way it looks like a little bit more realistic. And actually, I am going to take this and put this one inside too, because this paper is kind of thin. So literally just scrunch up a scrap paper and stick it inside. And then the purpose of this really would be just to use it as an embellishment or something like that. You could put it on a card for decoration. I mean, I guess that's what an embellishment is, but this is just for looks. Okay, so I'm just going to move my sticky there, and now I'm just going to pop some glue on my 3 edges here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and then I'm just going to simply close this up right over those little scraps. And now your glue is not going to be completely dry yet, and different sides might still be opening up like this. So what I do is I just bring back my scoreboard, and I like to make 2 score lines on each of my edges here, just for the look, to make it look more realistic. But it also kind of just helps to seal everything in and to set the glue. So there's no measurement here either. I pretty much just make a score line on the edge here. So hopefully you can see, because it's kind of small, but I'm just gonna do, let's say, 1/4 of an inch right on the edge, just like this. And then I'm gonna go 1/8 of an inch over to 3/8 of an inch now, and just make my other little score line so that this is what it's gonna look like. And I'm just gonna do that on all 3 of my edges. So let's just say 1/4 of an inch and 3/8 of an inch. And that's just preference too. You can make your score lines as far apart as you want, but you see how it has that look now. And last edge here. Same scores that I'm making there. So now we have our little score lines all set. But there's our little tea bag, and then you can decorate the front however you like. You don't even have to make it Christmas themed, but I think I'm gonna do a Christmas theme for this little tea bag here. So I do have some blue Christmas themed stickers that I got from Temu. So I'll probably just use some of these to decorate the front. I have this little scrap here as well, and I'm probably going to write the tea flavor on here. So I'll just cut this out a little bit. Or you can do a to and from label as well, like how I did with one of my other ones, but there. This one's going to be a little peppermint tea. Actually, I'm going to write tea. Okay, I'm just going to glue this sticker on. And I'll glue on my peppermint tea label. And there we go. So of course you can go crazy and really decorate and embellish the bag itself even further. But this is just a quick little example. And I really wanted to share with you guys how I made these, even though it's pretty straightforward. So there's that one. And then I'm going to show you how to create the pocket version, which is this one right here with the little vellum tea bag inside. So let's go ahead and grab another sheet. So I'm using the same size here, the 2.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to score at 2 3/4. Oh no, this one's 5 inches. Okay. Never mind. I'm going to score at 2.5 because that's the middle of 5. Or just simply fold it in half. Again, you don't have to do any scoring. And now I'm just going to open this up and glue the 2 edges here, not the top. I'm going to leave that open. So let's glue the edges there, and we're going to close it up. And then we're going to make our little score marks on the edges again for this one. So, whoops, that one was very off. Okay, so there's my 2 little score lines here. I'm still going to do those at the top as well, and my other side. So same kind of thing, but now the top is going to be open. So now we're just going to grab a little strip of vellum here. This was just a leftover strip, and this one is 2 inches across by 5 inches tall. And let me just make sure that this actually fits in here. Okay, perfect. So just make sure whatever size you use, if you're doing the pocket version, just make sure your little strip here can fit inside. You don't even have to use vellum. And I'm just going to fold mine in half like this. But if you're doing this same size, you can score at 2.5 on the 5-inch side. Okay, so now I have my little, what's going to be my other little tea bag. And then I'm just going to cut out the tea bag shape, or like a tag shape. So I'm just going to chop out the corners. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. And I'm not even going to use the other piece to measure it. I'm just going to eyeball it. And then I'm just going to take my hole punch here and just do a little punch right at the top there. That's really off center. So I can just string a piece of string or twine through there to close it up. And if you want to just leave the whole entire bag here open, you could totally do that as well. You could put like small stickers inside or little journaling goodies, but if you want to gift like sequin mixes or sprinkle mixes, you just want to obviously glue down the sides at least to seal those in, and then just leave the top open so the recipient can use that. You can also just take a strip of paper too and just fold it in half. If you don't have vellum or you don't want to use vellum, and I'm actually going to hold it this way. So the open part's at the bottom, and you can just cut out, again, another little tag shape. Something like that. And then this could be like a little card for somebody or a little ephemera piece that they use in their own journal. So you can just kind of do something like that as well, or put both of them inside. So for this one, I'm just going to leave this open actually. And let's just take a few of these stickers as examples. And I'm just gonna stick them in here like so. And I'm going to Take my twine, just a small piece, and I'm just going to string this through the hole, which I hope it fits through this one with the stickers. Okay. There we go, and I'm going to pull the 2 strings through the loop and just gently pull that together. So super cute for like stickers as well. And I love how you can see them through the vellum. And then you can always just add small beads to the string here, charms, things like this, or just leave it as is. I don't think I have any blue Christmas charms, so I'm just going to use these little clay beads again, which are also from Temu. And I'll just do a reindeer and a little green peppermint. And I literally just pop some glue on one side. I'm just gonna take like a scrap sheet here, and I'll just put this right at the end of my string. So I'll just kind of press it right on. Obviously, you know, don't let it stick to the scrap sheet, but I'll do the same for this one. And just glue it to the end of my string here. And these actually are beads, so I could have strung them on the string, but this one at least would have been sideways because the hole is going like through this way. So that's fine. So now we have these fun little charms. Obviously, you want to just wait for those to dry, but you can go ahead and stick this inside and just have the top poking out a little bit like that. And there's your little tea bag pocket. And of course, we can't forget to decorate. So I think I'm just going to take a little stocking here and use that as decoration for the front. And I mean, you could still write somebody's name on here or something like that, whoever you're giving it to, but there we have it. So you can totally make these into pockets and actually put things inside of them rather than doing like just the faux tea bags by themselves. But I honestly love both ways, and I hope that you guys do too. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it today. Subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration, and leave me a comment down below. Do you guys drink tea or do you like coffee? I am a coffee drinker to the core, but I will drink tea. I will. It's not like I hate it. So anyway, I'll see you all in my next video, and until then, happy crafting and huge hugs.